Deep in the heart of Texas, in San Marcos, welcome to Bobcat Stadium. We've reached a defining point in the season. We gate in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado State Rams and the Texas State Bobcats. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Bobcats will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So Colorado State's offense comes onto the field first today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Might have a chance. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Running inside. It's Pryor. Not much room to run. the 7.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's a give to Robinson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They go right back to him. Touchdown, Rams! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas State takes the field hoping to get this drive started. They were really aggressive going own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. Spins away from the defense. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Working that left side now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Darrell Robinson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Daly. Push down for the tackle.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to him again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They're dealing with a second and long. The give on the counter. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Finds his man. There he goes. Touchdown, Colorado State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
Number 4, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He spins that thing down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Might be changing the route. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Atkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He slings it deep to the left. It's complete. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Runs through a tackle. Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gonna run it. It's Pryor. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Throws for the tight end. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They dug themselves out of a 14-0 hole, and now a chance to take the lead on this drive. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Running inside, it's Browning. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And, man, this is a big decision.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum.
Runs through a man, and he might have space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to Durrell. Maybe a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his second touchdown. We're not even done the first half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping it. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football-type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Facing a third down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. With the catch, it's Cotton. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll send the tight end in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's talk for just a minute about Texas State. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Bobcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The run from the shotgun. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to him on the ground. Touchdown, Texas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Motion from the wideout. Snags a quick pass on the left. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. The Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a give to Robinson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the catch, and he's free. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Rams go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run out of the gun with Darrell Robinson. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he makes the catch. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the right. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. The run inside. It's Atkins. Good gain there. Picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll ride the hot hand. He got past the 1st down marker, but he's got to take it to the house. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 6 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
And the Rams will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Texas State takes the field, hoping to get this drive started. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete on the right side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs, it's Browning. Picks up the first down. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And the Bobcats are rolling down the field. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Cotton. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bobcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Showing off the arms. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's Daly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bobcats have moved it inside the 20. In the red area, it's Browning. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback may change this route. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. And that one will give them the lead. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Crosses the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll send the back in motion. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got his man on the right. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quick release on the RPO. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
The Rams pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Tight end now in motion. Handoff to Durrell. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls it in. It's Daly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Atkins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Browning. There's some room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. He's in open space downfield.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. He'll try to get it through the air. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's go down to the sideline and how they roll.
Here on the Rams sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. He goes right back to the air. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together.
He's loose. And after the explosive run, giving this offense a little bolt of energy, he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Rams come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds his big tight end.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Give running right as Robinson. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeps it on the option. Hard running there. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rams! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
And the Bobcats will have it 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Running inside. It's Pryor. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Bobcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the run, it's Atkins. Could be an alley. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through.
Got some room in into the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas State. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And the extra point is good. And he's going to bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense. offense returns to the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Rams moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And after that last completion left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on second and short? Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Fareed. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Fareed.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
Here's a throw downfield late. Goes high to pull it in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it fly. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for space. It's Pryor. Makes it past the marker. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Ross. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Fires to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Reed. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He wants it all. Grabbed in the end zone for a touchdown, and there's still a hill to climb, but they are still fighting, staggering, stumbling, but still upright and not finished yet.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just...
Here's a little room there. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the run, it's Atkins. Got enough for the first. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, they've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly